Hey everybody, day 65, Math with Grandma. Here's our Math Potatoes book, and we're finally at the Math Potatoes poem. Boiled and baked and often mashed, peeled and fried and sometimes hashed. No wonder spuds hide underground. Life is painful when they're found. Can you add up these poor souls for whom the bell already tolls? In groups of 10 you'll hear their cries, please don't turn us into fries. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7 plus 3 is 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. Well, those are sixes. So 6 plus 4 and 6 plus 4. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Math potatoes. Less than 0. Negative numbers. Oh, look at all the penguins. Less than 0. All of Perry's friends had ice scooters. They could zip to school and zoom to the ice rink. Fuzzy could do figure eights. Baldy could even do flips. Perry wanted a scooter too, but his dad said Perry would have to save 9 clams and buy one for himself. I don't have a clam to my name, Perry moaned. Not one clam. So we use money for buying things. Penguins use clams. That's their money. And he needs 9 of them to buy a scooter. On Monday morning, Perry's mom said, I'll pay you 4 clams to trim the ice in front of the house. That's hard work, said Perry. And that's a lot of clams, said Mom. Perry trimmed all afternoon. Oh, look, he's making a bar graph, a chart. At the end of the day, Perry had 4 clams of his own. He picked up a pad of paper and decided to make a graph to keep track of how many clams he had. Perry wrote Sunday and Monday at the top. He made marks for 4 clams up the side. He made a big dot below Sunday at dot 0 and another big dot below Monday on the line that showed 4 clams. Then he drew a line to connect the 2 dots. He had no clams on Sunday, but he has 4 on Monday. That's a pretty good jump. On Tuesday morning, Perry's friend Fuzzy called. Do you want to go to the ice circus? It costs 5 clams. The ice circus had cereal, acrobats, and polar bear clowns, and giant snow cones. Perry wanted to go more than anything. But I only have 4 clams, he told Fuzzy. I can loan you 1 clam until next week, Fuzzy said. The ice circus was fantastic. But he had 4 clams. Now he has a debt of 1 clam. It's below 0. He doesn't even have his 4 original clams. He lost one and has to pay it back. When Perry got home, he took out his pad of paper. He had spent his 4 clams plus 1 more Fuzzies. He wrote Tuesday at the top of the graph. Then he counted down 5 lines to show the clam he had spent. He wrote -1 below the 0. Then he made a big dot below Tuesday at the -1 line and drew a line from Monday's dot to Tuesday's dot. Gosh, sighed Perry, I went from 4 clams to -1. That's even less than 0. At the end of the ice skating practice the next day, the fishy treat truck was parking right by the gate. All of Perry's friends went zipping over on their scooters. Come on, said Baldy, let's get a treat. I don't have any clams, Perry said, and I already owe Fuzzy one. Well, I can loan you 2 clams for a fishy float, Baldy said. Perry couldn't resist. Sardines, my favorite. It was delicious. That night, Perry took out his pad of paper again. He counted down 2 more lines to show the clams he had borrowed from Baldy. Below -1, he wrote -2 and -3. Then he wrote Wednesday at the top and made a big dot on the -3 line and drew a line from Tuesday's dots to Wednesday's. Oh no, thought Perry. Now I'm 3 clams below less than 0. The next morning, Perry didn't go outside. All his friends were playing on their ice scooters. It was no fun just watching. Perry lay down on the floor and sighed. Then something under the couch caught his eye. It was a clam. Wow, he thought, maybe there are more clams hidden around the house. Perry started a clam search. He looked everywhere, behind the rewarminator, over the cooling oven, even in the big ice chest. But at the end of the day, he had found 8 clams, and his dad said he could keep them. Perry ran to his room and took out his pad. He wrote Thursday at the top, and he counted up 8 lines to show the clams he had found, and made a dot below Thursday at the line that meant 5 clams. He drew a line from Wednesday's dot to Thursday's. But first, he has to give 1 clam to one of his buddies and 2 clams to the other. Then he will have 5 clams to keep. Next afternoon, Perry put all his clams in his pocket and went out to meet Baldy and Fuzzy. But when he reached into his pocket, there was nothing. He felt, but all he could see was a great big hole. Oh no, I can't believe it. I lost 8 whole clams. Fuzzy and Baldy helped him look until it started to get dusk, but there wasn't a clam in sight. When he got home, Perry went to his room. He took out his pad sadly. Perry wrote Friday at the top. He counted down 8 lines and made a big dot below Friday on the -3. Then he connected Thursday's dot to Friday. I'm right back where I was on Wednesday, thought Perry. So long, Scooter, he whispered as he drifted off to sleep. In the morning, Mr. Spike from next door was in the kitchen when Perry woke. Hello there, Perry, said Mr. Spike. Remember when you waved to me yesterday when I was shoveling snow? Uh-huh, Perry answered. Look what I found after you left. Mr. Spike reached in his pocket and handed 8 clams to Perry. Perry ran to get his pad. It was very nice of Mr. Spike to give the clams back. Perry counted up 8 lines and made a big dot on the line that showed 5 clams. They connected Friday's dot to Saturday's. After he paid Fuzzy and Baldy, he would have 5 clams left. Not only that, said Mr. Spike, your parents told me that you want to buy an ice scooter, and I need some help shoveling snow. How many clams do you need? I'll give them to you now, and you can work them off later. The scooter cost 9 clams. Perry counted up 4 lines and made another big dot on the 9, and he connected the dots. I need 4 more clams to buy the scooter, Perry told Mr. Spike. Mr. Spike handed Perry 4 clams. If you shovel snow for me for 4 days, we will be even, said Mr. Spike. It was Sunday again, and the fishy treat trucks was open for business. Get your fishy fries here, yelled the seal. Only 3 clams. Want some? Asked Fuzzy. I can loan you some clams, offered Baldy. No way, said Perry. I already have 4 clams, less than 0. That's what I owe Mr. Spike. But I do have a cool new scooter and a cool new job, too. And Perry scooted off to shovel some snow. Less than 0.